Finding Anyone, tonight at 11 on Channel 3 News.
Tonight, Barbara and her beau, Michael's movie debut. E.T. has you covered for star-packed premieres from coast to coast.
Are you going to work together? You work together every day. Oh, okay.
First, Streisand steps out in the Big Apple, showing off her new movie and sharing her new love. Then,
Danny loves bugs.
Hollywood goes Looney Tunes over Bugs and the Big Guy.
We're jamming with Michael Jordan.
At the premiere of his new movie, Space Jam.
John and Carolyn's honeymoon hideaway.
This is a place where every tourist comes in, even John F. Kennedy.
From their luxury hotel to playing tourists at exotic locales.
Just went around asking people what he should do, which restaurant he should go to.
We're taking you to Turkey and the Kennedys' honeymoon hotspot.
Are you asking about our sexual habits?
They're sitcom's sassiest couple. Now, how Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen are mixing business with pleasure.
He says he does sneak into your dressing room every now and then.
Yeah, for a little nooner.
Plus, boxing's biggest night, Hollywood's biggest stars. From Sabato to Smith, Hatcher to Harrison, some Hollywood heavyweights put up their dukes.
Only in America. Only in America, E.T., baby. Only in America, E.T., baby.
This is Entertainment Tonight for Monday, November 11th, 1996. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Goen.
And I'm Mary Hart. Barbara Streisand and her new beau, James Brolin, add romance, star power, and glamour as E.T. takes you movie premiere hopping from coast to coast. We're going to begin in New York, where the stars shone brightly for Barbara's new movie, The Mirror Has Two Faces. E.T.'s Julie Moran was there.
Barbara's big night has finally arrived. It's the high-powered premiere of The Mirror Has Two Faces. And from Bridges to Bacall, all the famous faces here are wearing big smiles.
Barbara Streisand beamed as she arrived arm in arm with new love James Brolin. It's the first public appearance for the couple, and fans cheered their approval. We asked Barbara if she would ever work with Brolin, whom she calls a dream man.
We work together every day. Oh.
Jeff Bridges plays Streisand's dream man in the movie, and he had plenty of compliments for Barbara, who was also his director.
What's it like being directed by Barbara?
Wonderful. She's so much fun. You know, it creates a real kind of a joyous atmosphere to work under, and very inclusive. Like to know what you're thinking.
Barbara gets all the guys, says Mirror co-star Mimi Rogers, who admits she's a little envious.
You get to play Barbara's sister, Pierce's wife. I mean, how fantastic is this?
I didn't get to kiss him.
Oh, that's right. Darn, that is a drag.
I mean, Barbara makes out with Jeff and Pierce in this movie, and I kiss no one. I don't think that's fair.
Screen legend Lauren Bacall, who plays Streisand's mother, was also impressed.
You have worked with some of the best directors in the business. How did Barbara rate as a director?
Well, I don't believe in comparisons, but she's a hell of a good director.
Would you love to be directed by her?
Oh, sure. I'm available.
In the movie, Bridges is Barbara's boyfriend, who's looking for a new kind of relationship.
I go crazy.
Really?
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm homosexual. I go out of my mind.
No kidding.
A slew of stars turned out for the post-premiere party at Tavern on the Green to toast Barbara's romantic tale.
What do you think this movie says about love?
So you shouldn't settle.
The rest of the world can catch a glimpse when it opens this Friday, but right now we're going to go to Hollywood with Jan Carl and Mark Steinitz. They are holding court at the world premiere of Space Jam. They've shut down Hollywood Boulevard for the premiere of one of the biggest movies of the year.
That's right, and it's all for two of the biggest names in the world, Michael Jordan and some guy with really big ears.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Danny DeVito, Tyra Banks, Jaleel White, and Magic Johnson were all ready to hoop and holler for Michael's first leap into feature films with co-star Bugs Bunny.
Special delivery.
All these people out here to see you are Bugs. There's a lot of kids. I think it's Bugs. I know it's not me.
Oh, I don't know about that. So I want to know who's the better player, Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny.
I say it's about even. Is that a politically correct answer?
Danny DeVito is the voice of the head villain in the movie, but in real life, he's a fan of the rascally rabbit.
Deep down, Danny loves Bugs. Michael ain't so bad either.
Jaleel White was in the mood to get loony.
Jaleel, I want to know which Looney Tune character is your personal favorite?
My personal favorite has to be Marvin Marsh. Ready? But it helps that I can do his voice, too. So
Okay, mine, come on.
Give me back my modulator.
After the movie, the jam continued at a big party where the stars were in orbit over Michael's performance.
It was so exciting. It was amazing. I know you're ready to party all night. We're going to toss it back to the studio and say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye is right. Both Space Jam and The Mirror Has Two Faces open on Friday.
Now, as those stars prepared to do battle at the box office, Harrison Ford, Cindy Crawford, and Jimmy Smith led a spectacular celebrity turnout in Las Vegas. They were there to watch Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield do battle in the ring, and what a fight it was. E.T.'s Chris Raggi has the star-by-star, play-by-play.
The boxing world's been waiting 5 years for Tyson Holyfield, and some of Hollywood's biggest fight fans are pulling no punches.
It's a legendary night. I think it's historic.
It's a little too late for Holyfield, you know? It'll be Mikey.
A little scurrying around for 5 rounds and taking that.
I think Tyson's going to win it.
Who do you like?
Mike in the fifth.
I would think about, 4 or 5 rounds.
Evander's fine-looking. Tyson's a killer. I don't know.
Tyson Holyfield's an A-list fight, so you got to figure the pre-fight party's got to be full of A-list stars. Let's go check it out. Coming to a title fight like this, you see all kinds of Hollywood heavy hitters. This is going to be a battle, huh?
I don't know. It's my first boxing match.
This is like the Academy Awards.
Really? I should have brought some pictures and resumes.
Does a fight like this want to make you break out into song?
I will later on.
Take a shot. Go ahead.
No.
Come on, take a shot on him then.
I'm not a violent
I want to. You ready for a great fight tonight?
I hope so, yeah. I hope it's longer than the last one.
Now, when Cindy Crawford came in and she got through security, were you the guy with the metal thing that got to go? Your hair looks great tonight. Is this fight night hair for Don King? Only in America.
Only in America, E.T., baby. Only in America, E.T., baby.
But when these two titans finally did get ready to rumble they did. And the stunning upset Holyfield scored over Tyson left just about all of the Hollywood contingent knocked out.
Unreal. Unreal. Who would have thought that? Not me, that's for sure.
What did you think? Unbelievable.
I'm retiring from boxing. I can't take it anymore.
Was there anybody in Hollywood that predicted this?
I did.
You predicted Holyfield?
I knew it from the beginning.
Come on.
Come on, you owe me.
Wow, what a fight. We witnessed one of boxing's biggest upsets, and no one from Hollywood saw this coming. I don't care what Antonio Sabato Jr. said. Heck, I could have bought a T-shirt after the fight. Now, if you missed this stat, you can see it on Showtime in its entirety Sunday night. This was incredible.
Unbelievable. I'm still dizzy.
Still excited.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Glad you had so much fun. Frank Sinatra has touched every heart with his music. Now it is payback time. The stars are flooding old Blue Eyes with messages of love upon his release from the hospital over the weekend.
I was probably aware of him in my mother's womb because she was such a big Sinatra fan.
Every part of your life you can sort of tie into a wonderful Frank Sinatra song.
Wish you your immediate recovery.
There was an outpouring of love and best wishes from celebrity friends and fans this weekend as Frank Sinatra was released from Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. After an 8-day stay, he returned to his home in Beverly Hills amid reports that his condition is grave. His daughter Tina had a brief comment for reporters who gathered outside the Sinatra residence.
Happy to be home, and he's looking great.
This week's People magazine reports that while Sinatra has had a pinched nerve for months, the legendary singer and actor was hospitalized November 1st after he had suffered a slight heart attack and had developed pneumonia.
To have known him my whole life and to have worked with him and to be considered part of his family is extraordinary to me, and I love him very much.
People also reports Frank continued to do it his way while in the hospital. He allegedly pulled out his IV the first day and cursed everyone around him. The magazine also says that Frank is having difficulty recognizing people with the exception of his wife, Barbara.
I gave him a very big kiss to Barbara and to him because that's a dear friend of mine for many years. I adore him.
I don't think there's a person who hasn't been touched by him.
I'm just glad he's home, and I hope he feels better. And Frank, if you're watching, if you need anything, call me. I'll be right over.
And, of course, all of us here at Entertainment Tonight wish him good health as well.
You better believe it. Well, Robert Downey Jr. has been released from rehab and is headed back to work with some old pals in New York. Yeah, he is going to host NBC's Saturday Night Live this coming weekend. Downey was a cast member on the show during the 1985-86 season.
Mel Gibson took in a king's ransom at the box office over the weekend, and that means he is the man of the hour at ET Celebrity Central.
This is what waits for the man who took him. This is your ransom.
Mel's new movie about the kidnapping of his son made a huge haul at the box office over the weekend, about $35 million worth. Ransom scored the second biggest opening weekend ever for Disney, second only to The Lion King in 1994.
Are we set? Go! Get your boy back. This just in. Tim Allen signed it.
TV's tool-time guy Tim Allen is tinkering with a new movie project. He tells ET exclusively that he just signed a deal to play a New York real estate hustler who's on the run with his socialite wife.
And that would be called For Rich or Poor, and I have to hide out in the Amish country, and the reason I went this way is because it's kind of a romantic comedy.
It's good to have you guys here. Thanks for coming out.
Our own Bob Goen was the MC, and celebrities such as David Hyde Pierce, Leah Thompson, Joe Lando, and Lisa Gibbons were strolling along at the 6th annual Strollathon in Beverly Hills. The event raises money for the organization Caring for Babies with AIDS.
This is a great way to celebrate your healthy children and just to come represent a real spirit of hope and to show these kids that we believe in their future.
This event drives the point home for us, and we really like to be a part of it.
They're here.
And yes, they are here. More than 17,000 different items tied into Disney's new live-action film 101 Dalmatians.
Put them in a bag. I'll take them with me now.
Everything from timepieces to table settings to talking dogs are in stores. And fans can even put spots in their bedrooms and their bathrooms.
Puppies are not for sale.
While Hollywood will be kept busy seeing spots, celebrity watchers abroad have been spotting John and Carolyn. Coming up on ET, how you could take the Kennedy honeymoon tour.
Anybody will strive to follow in John John's footsteps.
From the ritzy hotel to the Regal Spa, we've got your special reservations.
Mary and Ted dancing on the set of Ink, but who's the boss?
It's like home.
It's fun in the family as E.T. gets the invite to watch the first couple of comedy go.
Why Heather's having double the trouble with a 2-hour Melrose Place special.
On tonight's Melrose Place, the wait is over.
And E.T. has your scandalous sneak peek. That's next on E.T.
How'd you do on the math test? Oh, what happened? I tripped over this. Where do you think you go? That way. Well, let's follow.
Confirm a signal loss. Houston, we have a problem. Roger. Must be a couple of gremlins down here.
It's not TV. It's HBO.
You're going to the glamorous getaway of John and Carolyn from their swanky hotel to their exclusive tour. It's your passport to a posh Kennedy honeymoon next on Entertainment Tonight.
Be tough. Be tender. Just be.
CKB. The fragrance for people. Calvin Klein.
If you want 100% of 11 vitamins and minerals from your cereal, try Total. Because to try to get that from shredded wheat, you're going to have to add more than just milk.
Like what?
Well, perhaps you'd like to start with these. Whole grain Total. One bowl, 100%.
I'll try the Total.
I don't know most of the people driving Saturns, but I sure know about half of them anyway. There's my daughter-in-law, Sally. She must go to potluck supper.
Hi, Sal. I wonder what she made this time.
Here comes George and Kay.
Oh, yeah, that's Sally's sister. Now she's the sixth one to buy the Saturn. Hi. There's Barbara
and Mike. My daughter and son-in-law.
They were the first ones to buy the Saturn. Peace your heart.
Now they got a second one. There's Susie. Her daughter's going to buy a Saturn.
Watch the road, too.
Yes, ma'am.
When I need to stop heartburn, I want to block the acid that causes it, fast. So, which blocks acid faster? New Tagamet HB200. It has more acid blockers than Pepsid AC, so Tagamet works faster to block stomach acid. That doesn't mean it's stronger, just faster. And Tagamet's label says it prevents heartburn in half the time of Pepsid AC, and it lasts for hours.
New Tagamet HB200. More acid blockers help block acid faster.
Promotional fee paid by DirecTV. For the most entertainment every night, get over 175 channels and up to 55 pay-per-view movies a night only on the 18-inch DSS dish and DirecTV. Satellite TV at its best.
Tomorrow on Entertainment Tonight.
Do you know what I know?
Rosie's ringing in the holidays, making music with a Muppet.
Tell Elmo.
And talking exclusively to E.T. about motherhood and memories of Christmas past.
One Christmas, I got a beautiful hair Christy doll.
Plus, Charlie Sheen fighting fire with fire in his new movie.
This is like a psych thriller.
And making sparks off-screen with a brand new love.
She's relatively hassle-free. And she's a knockout.
And then, the diamond mystery is about to be solved.
10 lucky winners will win the diamond solitaire necklace.
The ballots are in. Now E.T. unmasks the identity of this dazzling mystery star. Did you guess right?
People wrote in that it was Gwyneth Paltrow, Halle Berry, even Mary Hart.
That's tomorrow.
It's not you, is it?
Not
No,
guilty,
okay.
it is not.
Okay, we can tell you that right off the bat. Well, Heather Locklear glistens like a dastardly diamond as the resident hellraiser on Melrose Place. And tonight's 2-hour special episode has her tangling with hubby Jack Wagner, and Melrose's Lisa Rinna reports things are looking rough.
On tonight's Melrose Place, the wait is over. The cat is finally out of the bag, and I tell Peter what I have been dying to tell him. Who'd ever believe it, right? Your dead wife's sister showing up in your life out of nowhere?
You heard it right. In tonight's 2-hour special, Lisa Rinna finally spills the beans and reveals that she's Jack Wagner's former sister-in-law, all grown up.
I'm not surprised you didn't recognize me, considering what an ugly duckling I was back then with my braces and pigtails.
But as if that isn't enough to send Dr. Peter Burns into cardiac arrest, maybe the collapse of his marriage to Amanda will.
Oh, so you finally let it out, huh? You think this marriage is a sham?
No, you do. You just don't have the courage to say it.
Love is also on the mind of the other Melrose medic, Dr. Michael Mancini.
What will you tell your wife?
Michael's going to try to convince Megan that their relationship should be based on more than just sex. But she resists the Mancini charm.
A relationship based on more than just sex? Wait a minute, this is Melrose Place. And even as mystery woman Megan resists the Mancini charm, the goodly doctor is giving it all he's got.
All right, a one-night stand, no names, but we're connecting now. Look, I can't stop thinking about you, and I'll bet money you can't stop thinking about me.
This special 2-hour episode of Melrose Place is going to tear it up on Fox tonight, and it is so steamy, even the title sounds controversial. It is called Young Doctors in Heat, Mission Interpersonal.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen's Mission Interpersonal, forget the Young Doctors in Heat part, has been a marital success. They live together at home, they work together on ink, and E.T.'s Julie Moran joined the party on the set.
You're not thinking about firing somebody again. You may have done it once, but I know you. That tore you up. I don't think you can do it again.
Is that some kind of dare?
On screen, they battle and bicker, but behind the scenes, Mary Steenburgen and Ted Danson still act like newlyweds.
Are you asking about our sexual habits on the set?
He says he does sneak into your dressing room every now and then. Yeah, for a little nooner. Oh, God. We're married. So it's okay, right? It's legal. Yeah.
After the most pressurized premiere of the TV season, Ted and Mary have made the ink set the fun zone, where Mary gets jitterbug lessons from co-star Jenica Bergere, and Ted plays with their family dog.
Hello, Lucy. This dog, you can see we can't quite afford a real...
It's your robe. It's your bathrobe.
Even guest star Jay Thomas feels the fun.
It's a mocha and a cappuccino coming up.
But I have the guest star version.
Smaller version.
Smaller version. Not quite as cold.
So it has to be really fun to be able to come to work and boss your husband around on the set. It's like home.
You know that the Times gave me an incredible offer.
Now tonight, for Monday night, will you go home and watch the show tonight?
Yes, I will. I'll watch it. Yes, I will. In the beginning, it's very hard for me. That's why I'm hesitating.
Yeah.
It's very hard. I've only watched about maybe half of two.
You're joking me.
And I'm catching up slowly in reruns. I'll see one at night and go, wow, I haven't seen it.
I can fire somebody if I have to.
Ted feels more comfortable watching his co-starring wife.
Don't you love the name Mary?
I love the name Mary. I mean, what?
I have my own Mary now.
And I have my own Mary now.
Do you?
Mary Hart, my bud.
Back to you, bud.
Back to you, bud.
Well, all right, but if it's going to be Bud, make it Bud Light. Ted, Ink, and that other Mary air tonight on CBS. Stop laughing.
Well, no, it's very fitting, I'm telling you. John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette could have gone anywhere in the world for their secret honeymoon, but they bought tickets for the lush, luxurious, exotic locale of Turkey. And now it's your turn to take their exclusive tour in this Entertainment Tonight cover story. Istanbul, Turkey is rich with over 2,000 years of history, and it wasn't exactly a hotspot for American honeymooners until JFK Jr. and his bride Carolyn Bessette came for theirs. And now tourists are flocking in droves to see what the Kennedys saw.
This is a place where every tourist comes in, even John F. Kennedy.
This group from the U.S. was retracing the Kennedys' sightseeing route.
Anybody will strive to follow in John's footsteps, and I think that he did a great service to the Turkish tourist industry.
The young couple stayed here at the elegant Shiran Palace Hotel, which was once home to one of Turkey's sultans. John and Carolyn spent a lot of time at the luxurious pool overlooking the Bosphorus River, and both spent time in the gym between sightseeing visits where they blended in with the rest of the crowd until they were spotted by photographers.
I found it very strange that he came all the way to Turkey and acted like a normal tourist, just went around asking people what he should do, which restaurant he should go to, what sights he should see.
Once the Kennedys were found, they quickly disappeared on a private boat trip. But one Turkish journalist who had been following them blindly stumbled upon them at the airport.
I said, I cannot believe it. Is it really you, Mr. Kennedy? He said, who are you? I said, well, I am a Turkish journalist. I have seen your pictures on the newspapers. Are you really, is it really you? He said, yes, it's me.
This country with such rich ancient history and tradition may no longer be famous now as the seat of the Ottoman Empire, as the most romantic honeymoon location on earth.
They can start packaging John F. Kennedy Jr. honeymoon tours.
Now, rooms at the Tiran Palace Hotel, Kempinski, Istanbul, start at around $200 American a night. The honeymoon suite with a seaside view costs $600, and the limo is not included.
It's Tom Cruise in Twos. Tomorrow, E.T. introduces you to a set of twins turning the modeling business into risky business. We've got your first look and second look later on E.T.
What actress's mother found her unusual name in a magazine ad? Your answer's next in today's E.T. Birthday.
The ultimate in movies and entertainment awaits you. It's unlike anything you've ever experienced. And it's only on the 18-inch digital satellite system. Display. This is U.S. satellite broadcasting. You can see everything from here.
Welcome back to Winter's Most Wanted. This week's culprit, Mother Nature. She's responsible for the blizzard of '96 and numerous other storms. If you see her, run fast to your local Jeep and Eagle dealer, where you can get inside Jeep Grand Cherokee for just $360 a month, or lease Jeep Cherokee Sport for only $299 a month. With their legendary four-wheel drive capability, you'll be safe from Mother Nature's wrath this winter. But hurry, this culprit is still at large.
See your superstar Jeep and Eagle dealer today.
NBC Tuesday. It's Mad About You's big anniversary, and wow! Carol Burnett and Carol O'Connor, Jamie's parents. This is a nightmare! Then, Something So Right, is Jack's ex moving in? Oh! And get this, Frasier's back with an all-new episode.
You wouldn't, I would.
And finally, a first date for Caroline and Richard. NBC Tuesday.
Big Line Tuesday. A brutal rape, a ransacked hotel room, a tragic crime. Local police called it a vicious attack until they found out this woman's no victim. Dateline Tuesday.
Don't you love this time of year? All the color, all the excitement. Well, there's a place where you can find all the stuff you need to make the season really fun. It's Michael's Arts and Crafts. You've got to check them out.
Right now, all our Strathmore blank greeting cards are on sale for 25% off, and our Yoshida Le Plume marker sets are $14.99.
You know the best thing about Michael's? They always know exactly what I want. I don't know how, but they do. And that's what makes shopping at Michael's such a pleasure.
Michael's Arts and Crafts. Great ideas everywhere you look.
It's official. The #1 selling compact pickup in Northeast Ohio, Ford Ranger, just got better. With no down payment and a low lease rate of only $169 a month. That's no down payment and just $169 a month on a Ranger. Equipped with AM/FM stereo cassette, aluminum wheels, and more.
No wonder Ranger's been the best-selling compact pickup in Ohio for the past 9 years. But you better hurry. This great deal on Ranger is in its final day. See your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer now.
Having a bash with the E.T. birthday bear today, Leonardo DiCaprio is 22 years old. What actress's mother found her unusual name in a magazine ad?
It's Demi Moore. Today she's 34, and Jonathan Winters turned 71.
Introducing the Plymouth Neon Espresso and Espresso Coupe. With cool features inside now, like a 150 horsepower engine, fog lights, and a rear spoiler. They're more playful than ever before.
Get this. She wants to change her name from Heather to Feather. She's very picky about her food. Right. Bill thinks he's losing his little girl and his Kentucky Fried Chicken. So last night he brings them a bucket. Hello. With original recipe, extra tasty crispy, and now tender roast. So mix it any way you want. Bill's got his fried pieces, Heather's got her roasted pieces, and I just got a piece.
Mix your chicken choices any way you like it at KFC. Now for $16.99, get the Mega Meal with 8 pieces of chicken, your choice, 4 Colonel's crispy strips, 2 large sides, 4 biscuits, and a family-sized dessert.
A child in the cold, a child in need, a stark and heartbreaking image, and too often, a cold reality right here in our area. But you can help with Coats for Kids. Just drop off any new or used coat at any Drive-In USA location or Target store. We'll see to it that it's given to a child who really needs it. This winter, kids are counting on you. Coats for Kids from Light Rock 106.5 and from Channel 3, just one more way we're building our station around you.
For the very best in home entertainment, the place to go is Circuit City, where right now this RCA digital satellite system is just $199.97 after $200 cash back from DirecTV. Just sign up for 1 year of DirecTV's Total Choice programming, and the RCA DSS system is yours for only $199.97. Get more movies, more sports, more news, more channels than cable. And right now at Circuit City, you'll pay no interest for 12 months on any digital satellite system. Hurry into Circuit City today.
Continental Airlines, the highest-ranked airline for flights 500 miles and more in the 1996 frequent flyer J.D. Power & Associates study.
Tom and Tim Riker are twins who look very much like Tom Cruise, and they'd love to do a sitcom.
Yeah, they will be showing their stuff tomorrow on AT, so all you moguls get your VCRs ready to record. We'll see
you then.
We've been getting that since we've kind of grown up with it since like the risky business days. Like keep our hair, pretty much. Yeah, I think he actually is changing his hair along with us.